Epstein files fiasco. No, I'm not near Epstein's house right now, but I am sort of uptown. A lot of people talking about the Zelenskyy meltdown. Epically stupid. That's Zelenskyy. But we'll talk about that tonight with Lee. Definitely don't miss tonight. High Dive with Lee Stranahan. Odyssey has announced that while they're working on their new payment system, you can still use your regular credit card with Stripe on odyssey.com/@crowdsource-the-truth. Look, why are they flying the flag of the great state of Canada? Oh, it's not. It's parks. I guess that's just a park flag. Isn't it sort of like Trump is running a season of The Apprentice, and first he had, Justin Trudeau, then he had Emmanuel Macron, now he had, stupid Zelenskyy. Who will be next to get kicked out on The Apprentice? He had Keir Starmer. But the Epstein files, let's talk about this. See, the problem is, there seems to be some disingenuousness from the Trump DOJ side of it, the whole, how the hell could Pam Bondi not know she was turning over nonsense to people? Right? Seems like they've burned up some trust there. And so yeah, wait, look at this. There's $1 on the ground. Do we think there's fentanyl on it? We'll let some other more needy person take it. I don't want to, New York City, you go pick up $1, you never know what happens. That guy looks like a super weirdo. You pick it up, he'll be like, hey, that's my $1. He looked surprised that I didn't touch it. So, But anyway, yeah, did Pam Bondi really think sending a letter to the FBI was going to get, like, anybody who was like, oh, it's 8 a.m. and they haven't turned it over? What the hell did you think was going to happen? That's ridiculous almost. Sending a letter to the FBI telling them to do what they already told you they're not going to do. It's absurd. Now let's see, it's incredibly unseasonably warm here. We already know they don't have polar bears anymore. Hey, look at that, Bill Murray. Interesting. But yeah, unless Kash Patel drives his own car over there and rolls up and gets out and says, give me the stuff, nothing's going to happen. And frankly, I don't expect anything to happen, because if they were serious, they would have come out there and said, hey, today we're announcing the indictment of James Comey or Peter Strzok or any of the people that we know did a ton of things that you don't need Epstein files or any kind of list to do, and they didn't do it. And then people will say, well, it's the first day or the first week or whatever. So what the hell did they stage that whole big stupid influencer show for? Are there seals in there? There you go. Poked his head up. I don't know, they're hiding. There he is. Hear it squeaking. So I'm sorry. I'm afraid that this is, just more nonsense that we're being sold here. That was a very strange person. When I was walking over here, I was overhearing some just New York people walking around speaking to their boyfriend, girl. Yeah, that's the Central Park Zoo. People are asking, is that a zoo? It's the Central Park Zoo, a wildlife conservation society park. I tell you, I bet you there's a ton of money wasted and stolen by this thing. You know, because anything like this is going to be non-profit, help people learn about how to torture animals. Oh yeah, well we can also see who's selling illegal fruit. People say, how could fruit be illegal? No fruit is illegal. Yeah, it's the selling of it that's illegal. But, I mean, seriously, they really led us down a primrose path because we don't need lists. They need to arrest somebody. I sort of wanted to do a little bit of an AMA and take some comments and questions from people as I stroll around here. It's a little bit dangerous, I guess, to not be fully engaged with whatever's going on. There's lots of crazy people around in New York, but you know, there's always good opportunities to stuff will happen as I walk around. That guy's singing something happening, or maybe he's chewing tobacco, I don't know. Zoos suck, Veronica says. Yeah, I mean, they're basically just locking the animals in there, which is why I said that. I'm sure there's some zoos that are good where they're maybe, you know, saving some endangered species or something like that. But this one, they definitely drove that polar bear crazy before he died. He just used to swim around that pool like a maniac. Didn't really want to talk to anybody. These dogs look nice. It's quite a little pack right here. That's like maybe a Shiba Inu. It's a beautiful day. Now, I'm pretty sure that's the tallest building in New York right now. Some sort of, you know, park your laundered money in it sort of deal. Yeah, so tonight I'm going to have a show with Lee at 8 p.m. and we'll talk about all the implications of whatever is going on with Ukraine. I mean, what do people think? I'm looking at a lot of the comments on X, and people still seem to think this is 4D chess, and that they're doing this to draw out the deep state holdovers. Yeah, the polar bear was not having a fun time. But I'll tell you the truth, I don't think these horses really enjoy working for Central Park, or whoever they work for. They're just like miserably standing here shitting in a bag. Right? Eat from a bag. It's just bag to bag. And then at night, what happens? These horses just go stand in a room? I don't know. I think there's a whole get rid of these horses society. And then of course there's going to be the keep these horses society. I haven't really thought about this very much beyond the fact that I don't think they're going to tell us anything. I don't think we're going to find out anything about a Jeffrey Epstein list. I don't think the FBI is going to get, like, why wouldn't they fire all these people? They thought about this so much. They have to know who's working there. Holy crap, is somebody walking on the ice over there? He is. That's not smart. That person's out of their damn mind. Let's just see in case he falls in. Wow, don't recommend that. Do not walk on the ice. I think there's even got to be a sign there, because also look, it's not even totally ice. Helicopters will not rescue you if you fall in to the swamp. Central Park, swampy pond. It's a beautiful day, very nice day to be outside. And you know, the city does seem calmer. I think there's, I don't know, as you go around the hotels, there is activity among the migrants, but not as much as there was. And you know, it seems quite clear that the influx of new people from the border, they say it's down 95%. I don't know, anytime I hear anybody say some percent, unless it's something they've actually measured, I feel like they're making it up. But
you know the feeling?
I do believe it's down a lot. We see videos over there. They definitely are making a difference, and the policy change is quite clear. And we've seen it around the city. There's a lot less, far fewer people. Seems to be far fewer migrants rolling around. It just seems to be. And I was on the subway, maybe I've mentioned this already, I was on the subway going down to the court the other day. There was nobody watching FIFA soccer in Spanish. It was weird. They're not totally gone. And we still have, you know, counterfeit, stolen products for sale. So, you know, it wouldn't be New York without that. Look at this, the Apple store is like totally under construction or something. I guess people can keep up with, you know, what's going on around New York by watching this show. It's constantly changing. I mean, that's pretty interesting about it. When I was living in LA and coming back and forth all the time, it's like if I would stay in LA for 2 weeks and come back, it's like, whoa, stuff changed. I don't know if other cities do that as much as New York. What's happening with our lights here? There we go. It's got some kind of big construction project. What does it say there? Can you see that? Grand Army Plaza South. Oh yeah, I looked at that before. I think. It's been pretty windy, and I think now the sun is starting to go down, so it might cool off. But let's see if people have any questions or comments as we stroll around. So Al-Walid bought this too. See, this is another one of the things in the Trump versus Al-Walid saga that we don't really know about. Hotels have always seemed to play a role in intelligence. You know, a while ago I was kind of speculating about the possible previous relationship between Trump and the intelligence community. You know, how could he own all these casinos and not deal with the FBI? The subway. Yeah, no, it's...
Are we going to the slip and code?
Humans need dolphins' help. What the, what? What do you mean? So someone is asking if they're still at the hotel. Yes, as far as I know, there are still people at the hotel. You know, Eric Adams made some kind of announcement that he's gonna, you know, close the Roosevelt Hotel, but they've never said anything about the Walcott Hotel. See, it's amazing. That's another strategy that they love. They just talk all about the Roosevelt Hotel. And remember, Orin Levi was doing a lot of stuff at the Roosevelt Hotel. They want you to think about that, but they don't ever mention the Walcott Hotel. And I saw some video from Orin Levi where he was, you know, I don't know, airing the grievance of some Ukrainian migrant, but this Ukrainian guy, he spoke English so well. I don't know if I believe that he's only been here for 7 months. Have we looked at this Louis Vuitton building since they've done it up to look like a Louis Vuitton suitcase? That's actually friggin' awesome, if you ask me. They should do more of that. Louis Vuitton building that looks like a Louis Vuitton suitcase. I like it. That's damn good work. But I forgot what I was talking about. Oh look, here's somebody brave who bought a Fisker Ocean. You'd have to be crazy. I'm surprised it's operating. Here's Trump Tower. I don't think Trump is there. I think he's in Florida. So they maybe don't care about it too much if he's not in it. Let's see, what was I just talking about a second ago? Maybe people in the comments recall. Before I was distracted by the Louis Vuitton building / suitcase. Lego building, right, that's a great idea. That would be awesome. James Comey could work there. So see, that's what I mean. If they came out and said, okay, press conference, indicting James Comey. By the way, here's a folder of Jeffrey Epstein material. People would like that. But I just don't think they're going to do anything along those lines. And that's what we need, or else it's worthless. I mean, right? Isn't that right? Is anything happening here at Trump Tower? I guess Tiffany is done with all of their construction. Not much going on outside Trump Tower, if anything. Oh, Orin Levi in the hotels, right. So Orin Levi, right, exactly, thank you. He did a video, right, with this Ukrainian kid, and I was like, I don't know, that guy speaks English really well. Most Ukrainians I know, not so much. If you just come from Ukraine, I don't know, that guy sounded like somebody who grew up in Brooklyn. And we know that Orin Levi is up to all kinds of screwy business, disinformation videos that he puts out to help the police. And then Sal sent me something this morning. I didn't get a chance to go through it enough. We got to do another show with Sal soon and keep our fingers on the pulse of what is going on with Eric Adams and the other corrupt individuals involved with the NYPD. Is that Elon Musk? So now we're just going straight through Midtown. It's going to be crazy honking. But that's the thing. They want, you know, Orin Levi is talking about the Roosevelt Hotel. They want to talk all about the Roosevelt Hotel. They never want to talk about the Walcott Hotel, just like what is Kash Patel's big claim to fame is the Devin Nunes memo. Well, that thing was going on and on about how Hillary Clinton paid for the Steele dossier. Okay, how about the fact that Ben Wittes sent an email to James Comey December 28th, 2016, right after Trump won, and that put Comey onto the Matt Tate dossier, and that was what the FBI was using as a predicate for their investigation. We've never heard anything about that. Why is that? It's kind of like Ben Wittes is the Walcott Hotel of lawfare jackasses, and they don't want to talk about him. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, everybody. No, it's not just that he has an accent. I'm saying, yes, of course he would have an accent. This kid that Orin Levi was speaking to, he speaks English very well. Rapidly, fluently. Doesn't sound like a recent migrant. Yeah, he still has a heavy accent. It's funny, after I divorced my first wife, we didn't see each other for years and years. And then she got some letter, and I sent her a message saying, hey, you got a letter. And I sent her the letter, and we were talking, and we went out to dinner. And she sits down at dinner, and she says to me, isn't my English much better? And I was like, not really. But in truth, it was. After speaking to her through dinner, I realized that, but it was her accent hadn't gone away. Her vocabulary and her understanding was greatly improved. But the point is, this kid just seemed like he had lived in Brooklyn for years and years. He didn't seem like a recent migrant. And Orin Levi was putting out some nonsense about whatever it is this guy was talking about. Now, what is this DJI store? Is that just selling drones? Let's go look at that. And speaking of drones, did people see Palmer Luckey crapping all over J-Cal on Twitter? I guess he doesn't like him, saying J-Cal went to Epstein Island. What is going on here? Yeah, Osmo Pocket 3. Yeah, it's just a drone store.
Missing like the other arm. You got all this thing over here.
Yeah, exactly. People buying drones. Well, there you go. That guy's got advice for me. Everybody's got something smart to say, you know? Lots of great crowdsource the stupid advice. So what do people think? Are we going to learn anything about Epstein and his list? I don't think so. The other thing they could have said is, oh, we're announcing a plea arrangement with Ghislaine Maxwell to let her out of jail and tell us everything about everybody she sold kids to or whatever. Why didn't they do that? I mean, if they were serious about this at all, there's about 500 things they could have done other than what they did. And they didn't do any of those things. Pretty bad, I thought. It's very crowded here. So those guys had something stupid to say as well. Yeah, I'm interested to hear what Lee has to say tonight about Zelenskyy. They mentioned that they're going to start impeachment proceedings. That guy's a percussionist. Against Zelenskyy. So that doesn't sound so good for him. And actually, we forgot to discuss that OpenAI came out with a new ChatGPT 4.5. I wonder if people care about that.
Please check that.
Brian says, why buy a Coach bag when you could buy one on the street? Well, I don't know. It seems like there might be fewer street vendors. I felt like we had really gotten to a huge overflow of those guys not that long ago. I don't know. Maybe if a lot of them were illegal migrants, they are also afraid of getting arrested by ICE. Haven't seen really firsthand too much of that activity around. You could buy an expensive British vacuum cleaner here, right here, if you want. The Dyson store. I think a lot of these places are just not even necessarily intended to make money. It's just an ad for the brand in the middle of New York City, really. Well, it is kind of late, but I like just coming out at random times to see what's going on around the city and how things are going. Who's around doing what? I mean, this is not bad compared to Christmas time. See, we were talking about a Lego building before. This one would be the perfect candidate.
What do you want?
There's the Hulk.
Can I get one hot dog, ketchup?
It's gonna kill this guy on a horse. That's promoting violence at the Lego store. Oh, wow. Lego bridge. Pretty impressive. Lego submarine. It's a pretty impressive Lego bridge. James Comey would be pleased. But that's what I mean. Why didn't she, indict Comey? What are they going to do? Are they just going to do CPAC interviews and write mean letters the whole entire time? I'm very disappointed. It also doesn't make me feel very good about, any of my legal cases. Like Eli Crane brought some impeachment, articles of impeachment against Engelberger. What's that judge's name? I think it's Engelberger or something like that. If you want to drink wine in a dome, this is the spot. These guys are wearing tuxedos to drink wine in a dome. Seems a bit over the top. Who would want that wine in a dome? Charles says Comey's going to jail. DW says nobody's going to jail. I think I lean towards the nobody is going to jail. They just have it so wired up. I don't know. I'm not really blaming Trump. I think if you think about it, Trump is pretty preoccupied with, Russia and Ukraine and Israel and Palestine and all these, world-destroying problems. I don't think he's paying attention to Eric Adams and that's these guys with the friggin' pedicabs. Radio City Music Hall. I haven't been in there in a long time. It smells like popcorn right now. Could be from there. What do they have playing at Radio City Music Hall right now? I think the last time I was here was to see the Christmas Spectacular. I'm pretty sure. A long time ago. Il Volo. Never heard of it. Lord of the Rings is playing today. Yeah, I think they'd sell you popcorn at that. It smells like Lord of the Rings popcorn. I kind of can't stand Lord of the Rings. I find it just any one of those movies. You just don't need three. They're all the same. No offense, Peter Jackson. I'm kind of bored by it. People are gonna be like, oh my God, what? Lord of the Rings. What's the other one on HBO? Game of Thrones. Can't stand that. It is a beautiful day, I have to say. But it's going to be 19 tomorrow, it said. Hard to believe. And here's Fox News over here for people who are watching that. It's emanating to you from right here. I don't know, does anybody watching have any alarming insight into what might go on with the Epstein? I mean, I do enjoy how pissed off, not that she's pissed off, but like Laura's reaction to being pissed off, digging into the thing and finding out all this stuff. It's, I guess, not surprising to see just the news blame Trump for Zelenskyy being an idiot in the meeting. Comey is playing with the Star Wars Legos. Yeah, right, exactly. There's a million things that they could get to the bottom of. I don't think they're going to do any of them. Waco, Vegas, COVID. I mean, just start with indict Comey. That would have been nice. I do agree, Pam Bondi, not impressive. Yeah, I mean, people I think are right. Nobody is going to jail. I don't know. These things have now become very loud. Almost all of them. Now, wait a minute. Didn't this used to be the cupcake bakery and now it's eyeglasses? I guess that moved. What's that thing called? I forget the name of the bakery. Well, and if you watch The Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Fallon, here it is. Oh no, I guess this is it, Magnolia right here. Yeah, it didn't make sense that this would go out of business. Okay, and here you go. Here's the other Italy. Go there and then have a cupcake.
That many people that don't understand.
Stuff seems like not that long ago that these streets were just totally empty. This looks like a new type of product. Woven flowers. Haven't seen that before. I guess that woman's making them. Gosh, that's a tough deal. Make all those things and then come out and try and sell them. I don't know if you can get rich doing that. Oh, this was a sad story. Just getting my hair cut. And the guy who owns the haircut place told me after 14 years he's closing the business. Can't hack it anymore. That's a guy who came from France, worked in a haircut place, earned enough, married one of the girls working there, earned enough money to start his own haircut place, and now he's my age. They've kind of killed the American dream. Oh no, and just in time, stupid ass former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo announces run for NYC mayor 4 years after sexual harassment scandal. So that's terrible. So now he's gonna run, you're gonna have Eric Adams and Andrew Cuomo. He'll take on incumbent Eric Adams, among others, in the June Democratic primary. The Vatican says the Pope, he's in stable condition. Would the Pope vote for Eric Adams? I don't know.
They were taking a break.
But this is News Corp, Fox. I guess that lady's taking a selfie. I don't know. Do they use this downstairs studio anymore? Maybe. I don't think they. Maybe they do. Wasn't there some sculpture here before? That's like that song from those Night at the Roxy guys. Well, how do people, I don't know, what do you think? How does New York look walking around? Everybody's been on these journeys with me for years now, since the pandemic. It's been up and down. Yeah, like, I mean, after they didn't give the Epstein information yesterday at 8 o'clock in the morning, why didn't Pam Bondi or Kash Patel or somebody just drive right to the New York FBI office and go in there and get whatever it is they're trying to get? I think if they were serious, they could do it. Yeah, New York does work against business. That's exactly what the haircut guy was telling me. He just can't deal with it. Too many taxes, crime, customers moving away, he was saying. So they've, made the city unpalatable for business unless you're a criminal. And that's what happened, basically. Yeah, I see Alina Habba on TV flying around in the Air Force One. But I sent a bunch of material about the assassination to her office. Nobody ever even called me back. That was months ago, before it was even clear if Trump was going to win. I was disappointed by that. I had hoped that they would at least, have somebody in there look at it and contact me. Now, who is David Johansen? Died today. I don't know David Johansen. New York Dolls? Maybe I do know that guy. Well, sorry. I don't really know what to say, everybody, but I know people do enjoy seeing what's going on in New York, and anything could happen at any moment. Is that Elon Musk? So we should keep watching. See what I'm saying? All these things are playing super loud music. It's very annoying. This location is closed. Get used to that. That was a food place. That woman's giving some kind of tour here. I don't know if that's the best idea. Walk around on some tour like an obvious tourist. Got Nathan's hot dogs right there. Nathan's has a good way of giving you French fries with a wood fork. Or at least they used to. I don't know if they do that anymore. Did people see Joe Rogan talking to Elon Musk? Sometimes Joe Rogan comes out with things and I'm like, how could you possibly not know that? I'm forgetting exactly what it was that he said, but he asked Elon Musk about something. Yeah, no protests. That's true. I think the money has run out. Right. This time, Trump 1.0 protests were happening everywhere. Now, not so much. There's the Empire State Building looking good. Somebody said a device connected to Crooks is still pinging. Well, because Crooks is still alive. I mean, it would be stupid of him to keep the same cell phone. Oh yeah, right. People in the chat are talking about Elon Musk having even more kids. Pretty nuts. 14 kids. So I guess that girl Ashley is pissed off. That's an ugly scene. I don't really want to wade into those waters. I feel bad for the kid. Someday he'll see all that. The mother in the New York Post with her feet out. just ever so weird and bad. Anyway, so here we are, Bryant Park. It's quite lively today. They've spent a lot of money to, they've left all that Christmas Village stuff in there. They still have an ice skating rink and everything. I mean, it's like 60 today. This guy's just crashing right through. Oh yeah, look, we have a whole band here. Agent Force, what is this? Oh, it's Salesforce Tower. So it's Salesforce AI. I guess those guys are mariachis or something. Garbage literally floating in the wind. Yeah, so Eric Adams just wanted uncontrolled migration into the city so that he could beg for federal money and send that federal money to agencies that are undoubtedly paying him and people who do pay him. People who run hotels and laundry services and all that. Japanese books. So I don't know, has anything happened now with Zelenskyy? He just went home like an idiot. They're gonna fire him when he gets there. Thanks to everybody who sponsors the show, you know. You can still get onto odyssey.com/ that guy says stop World War III now. See, that's interesting that he turned around to show that. Seems nuts. Now Jane Doe says black conservative patriot mentioned what? I miss the comments sometimes. What did the guy mention? Hey. Oh, that person, all the Elon Musk baby mamas are in Canada. I saw Kim Klacik was offering to be baby mama number 50. That's pretty funny. Oh, talk to the crazy guy with the sign. I don't really want to do that. I don't want to interface with too many crazy people. We'll talk to Lee tonight. He's going to tell us all about what's going on, what to expect next with Zelenskyy. Subway is closed there. People will be able to watch that High Dive with Lee Stranahan on subscribestar.com/crowdsource the truth, patreon.com/crowdsource the truth, odyssey.com/@crowdsource the truth, crowdsourcethetruth.substack.com. That dude's crazy. He was screaming to himself or something. Bryant suggests that Elon Musk should become Mormon. What do you mean, so he can be polygamy? He doesn't need to. Now, what is this? Zeem Studios? What is that? like a TV studio on street level. Podcast studio. Live from Times Square. What is this? Stand-up comedy. All right. See, you never know. There's new things popping up all the time here in New York. Yeah, I mean, Zelenskyy was just an utter dick. I mean, look, it really reminded me of my first wife, and I don't mean to be, I'm not trying to crap on her. She and I got to a good place of not speaking to each other too much and not being mad or anything, but she was very unreasonable when we were getting divorced, and like this concept of compromise, it seems to be not too much in the Ukrainian spirit, you know? It's like, okay, I'll agree to come to the compromise so long as I get everything I want and you get nothing. I mean, that's literally... Oh, wait a minute. I guess I already missed it. But the thing is, I mean, I've been by several times the Walcott Hotel and other hotels. There's really nothing going on there. Oh no, we can still do it. That's 38th Street. They seem to have moved out whatever they were doing there, and now Eric Adams saying, oh, okay, we're going to close the hotel. Well, you have no new customers because they closed the border. So without a constant influx of people coming in, there's no hotel rooms for you to buy. Well, no one to stick in there. This is something that makes sense to make into a Broadway show, Buena Vista Social Club, but it left.
Yay.
It feels like fall right now because, I mean, it's warm, but it's still winter time. I guess it's March 1st. Happy March, everybody. I guess spring is coming so soon. Maybe spring has sprung early. It's very springy. There's not a lot going on over here.
Oh my God, just oh, you watch it.
We got Japanese cuisine coming in. Wakuni. Oh, maybe not. Summer 2024. I think they missed the deadline. That dude was moving around in kind of a sketchy way. Loads of sketchy people around. Hey there, you guys. You guys having like a bachelorette party or something?
No.
What's all the beads?
Mardi Gras.
Is that now? Is it Mardi Gras? But aren't you supposed to be?
Are we on Zoom? What's happening? Yeah.
We're on video.
But who are all these
What is this for?
It's just for fun. Enjoy the beads.
16th birthday, 16th birthday.
16th birthday, okay. But you know, you're supposed to, the beads, not a bachelorette party. Let's go this way. It is pretty hilarious just walking around New York City, the various people that you can interact with. I used to enjoy it a lot. Now, mostly crazy people. Wow, totally empty. I see there's a lot of places I think that are maybe on the verge of going out of business. That wasn't a good sign that Frank told me he was closing the hair salon. You know, we're not out of the woods yet. Trump hopefully will save the economy, but it's a big ship. It takes time to turn it. They never really said what's going to happen to all the money and weed that the sheriffs stole. I guess they just keep it. Good deal for them, right? Jen is asking if I've seen the guy who sold the records. You're talking about James. I did see him not that long ago at the supermarket. He's doing well. It was his birthday, or it was about to be his birthday. The crazy thing about him is that he's like, I mean, he looks younger than me, or about my age, and he's like 65 or so. He really looks good for his age. That guy James on the record.
Well, this is 7th Avenue.
Yeah, Mardi Gras. But nobody does that in New York City. That's a New Orleans thing. And the beads, I mean, that's, you know, the whole show your boobs culture. Is that good for a... Right, well, Pam is saying that Pakistanis own the Roosevelt, so all the money goes to Pakistan. It's true, Pakistan Air owns that, but I think there's got to be something weird about it, because I don't know, it's just never sat well with me that was where they questioned Charles, the FBI. Why'd they pick that hotel? This was a deli forever, it's out of business.
No, not her, but...
If you go back, even if you subscribe for free, you don't have to pay to see this, but on odyssey.com/@crowdsource the truth, we still have all the old videos of me walking around just when the pandemic was starting. It was amazing how empty these streets were. Like, if you look at that now, you'll be quite surprised. Maybe it was just a test to see how easily they could get people to comply with stupid orders, like stay inside and put a piece of paper towel on your face. They were able to do it. I don't know why that girl needs earmuffs. It's like 60. Yeah, now, so what is this Formula One team entrance? I mean, what is this, though? Is it a Mercedes dealership? I don't think so. Relaunching soon, it says. Petronas Formula One team. I don't know what that is.
Right.
Hey! Fuck you, man. Stupid asshole. What would that guy just do that and just pow, pop him right in the face? Thinks he's being funny. So here we have Madison Square Garden, newly refurbished. It smells like hamburgers. Or maybe tacos. Remember all the people waiting over here when they had the Trump rally? Pretty nuts that they can coordinate all those people. See, all these guys, that's the thing now, is to play the music super loud. Very annoying. You really get to see the evolution. Remember, it was under a scaffolding for so long over here. So now at least it's done with the construction. But what are the cops up to? Probably have a lot of text messages to send. So fat. Now wait a minute, what are they building here? Something new. Ah, it's almost done. I guess it's just a new sidewalk. Well, all right, I mean, better than a construction site. Yeah, oh yeah, so this is another migrant area over here where they were concentrated. So there is some illegal sandwich sales going on over there. Looks like the cops are doing something.
Yeah, me too.
What are they doing? Standing around texting, no doubt. Yeah, so it seems like the illegal cooler food sales have been mostly happening right outside these hotels. So it's almost as if they're mobilizing people, you know, organizing them inside the hotels to leave the city. And then, you know, whoever is selling the illegal sandwiches knows that. I guess the cops are leaving. See, because we got some sandwich sales going down over there. No, this is the cops are doing nothing.
Not really.
And this is another thing I see is these guys here always on the phone. Maybe just making food deliveries, but why do they need to hang out at the hotel? To do that. Don't really know. Well, anyway, that's pretty much my walk back downtown. Take New York's temperature, see what's going on with illegal sandwich sales, migrants at the hotels, new weed store grand openings like the CBD boutique. Eric Adams could come here and steal their weed and money. Not encouraging that. Nobody should steal anything. Huh. I think that lady was just leaving the stripper pole dancing lessons. Just a guess. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to tune in tonight to High Dive with Lee Stranahan. And thanks to everybody who's sponsoring on odyssey.com/@crowdsourcethetruth, crowdsourcethetruth.substack.com. Getting a little chilly now with the wind. And of course, on subscribestar.com and patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth. Can't thank everybody enough. Oh, you know what? The one thing I forgot to mention? There's this picture of Kash Patel. Maybe it's his official portrait. And he's wearing a tie, where on the tie is a paddleboarder, a stand-up paddleboarder. So, I mean, do something like that. Indict Obama for killing the paddleboard chef. If he did, allegedly. Suddenly it's really cold with the wind. All right.